Hey, my name's Eugene. I'm an 18-year-old fresh out of high school. I graduated at the top of my class, acing all of my subjects with ease. Except one. Sexual education. I still don't fully understand the female anatomy. That is, until I met Jennifer. This girl from my sex ed class who was a straight 10 out of friggin' 10, bro. Just thinking about her made me feel things I had never felt before. South of the border, especially. I was a little confused by the way Jennifer was making me feel, so I asked my mommy about it. She told me not to worry about it and that she was the only woman I'd ever need in my life. I nodded in approval and proceeded to eat my dinner. Dino nuggies, applesauce, and milk. The next day, I was walking down the hallway at school and I was shoved by the jocks.
Leave me alone, man.
Typical.
Shit.
But I dropped my books on the ground this time, which is the ultimate sign of disrespect. I was holding a weapon that day and almost pulled my Charizard Star Pokemon card on these fools. But I kept my composure because I'm a real man, unlike those friggin' jocks who have peas for brains. As I went to pick my things up, a high heel stepped on my science book. I was wondering who the frick was stepping on my favorite book. Then I slowly looked up and realized it was Jennifer.
I heard you were having trouble in sex ed, kid.
Yes, I am. Why'd you ask?
Meet me in my house at 7:30 p.m. I can help you get an A.
Okay. I couldn't believe what the frick just happened. I'd never spoken to another person in school, and Jen just spoke to me. Eugene Mathware? Yeah, I'm the shit. I was so excited, I did a Fortnite emote right there in the hallway. As soon as school was out, I caught a bus over to the address Jennifer gave me. And with each mile passed, I became more and more in love with her. With a crystallizing vision of 8 children, married and boundless love materializing in my head, I turned to an old guy sitting next to me and asked him if he'd ever been in love with a woman too. He said he was gay as hell.
I'm gay, boy.
When I arrived at Jennifer's mansion, I walked up to their front door, and it slowly opened by itself. I hesitantly walked in, understanding that my life as a boy was about to end, and my life as a man was about to begin. From upstairs, Jennifer called me and told me to come up. I said, "Yes, ma'am," and scurried upstairs on all fours. When I got to her room door, she grabbed me by my hair and pulled me inside, closing the door behind us. Upon seeing her tall, curvy body again, I passed out from excitement, but it wasn't long before I woke, chained to her wooden floors, laying on top of a drawn-out pentagram. Jen had also changed into leather spandex, and now wielded a very large whip in her hand. I was scared as shit. We exchanged a few words as she circled by my naked and chained body.
It's time to study, Eugene. Tell me, what is the word for a woman's chest?
Chesticles?
Wrong. Again.
Butler holders.
Again.
Cuddle cannons?
No. God, you're pathetic. Let's try something different.
It was at this point that Jen opened an old, dusty-ass book and spoke in a language I'd never heard before. It felt like she was putting a spell on me. No, seriously. I began to shake violently, and my eyes began rolling back of my head. In the midst of this dramatic episode, I saw visions of my future. A ladies' man with women on both his arms, walking through his high school hallways and having the admiration of all his peers.
When the spell casting was over, I awoke, 6 inches taller, voice deeper, 40 pounds of muscle heavier. I was no longer Eugene. I was Big Gene. I nervously awaited Jennifer's return. I had no idea what was going through her sexy ass mind, but I gotta remember that I'm Big fucking Gene. The door slowly opens, and my eyes widen, like your big back ass listening to this story right now. Yeah, I'm breaking the fourth wall to torch that ass real quick. Eat your fruits and vegetables, you fat fuck!
I see you have awoken, Eugene. So, tell me, a woman's chest, what's it called?
That's easy. Breasts.
Good boy. A woman asked you to cash up her $4K for a trip to Miami with her girls. What do you say?
Hell nah. Get out of my house and unfollow me on all social media.
Good, very good. I think you're ready for the final test.
Little did I know what that truly meant. I was not prepared at all for what I saw. Jennifer was dressed in a sexy sky blue maid outfit, topped with Hello Kitty cat ears and a tail. She put on a blonde wig, caked herself in makeup, and flaunted her superior posterior, and I could hardly contain myself. I had to snap back to my senses. This felt planned.
Who sent you? Who told you about my weakness?
That info's classified, Eugene. Focus on the task at hand. I want you to steal your mommy's credit card to pay for my content.
Hell no! It'll take more than that to get Big Gene to simp over a bitch.
You sure about that, Big Gene? I can make it worth your while.
No!
I was losing myself. My inner simp demon was telling me to sneak my mama's card tonight and buy this sexy succubus everything she wanted. But I will not bail! I'm Big fucking G!
Jennifer paused and looked almost appalled at what I said. Then she smirked.
Well done, Eugene. You've passed the test.
The door opened behind her, and a bald man with a weird beard appeared. I didn't mean to rhyme right there, by the way.
Hello, Eugene. You were impressive indeed. You've passed the test. I'm Andrew Bate. I bait at-risk simps like yourself into these tests using my female spies. I've been watching you, Eugene. I've seen the kind of man you were going to become without my interference, and I couldn't allow it. I'm ridding the world of all sins, one nerd at a time. I aim to turn our young social rejects into respectable, confident young men. I offer you an accord. Join me in growing my army and humbling the mid-women who reject you daily. Join me in salvation.
I gotta go ask my mom. My mommy said no, of course. As expected, I really didn't want to do it anyways because it would require sacrificing my freedom. And I have newfound testosterone to explore. My journey to a man begins today. Time to master my sexual education.